Um, Jeez. Ed. Your turn. Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're going to be playing some 4-color control. I've been recently sick with like a headache and it's been very hard to talk for a very long extended amount of time. So I went, I think, 3-ish days without uploading, which is okay sometimes, but not very great for the YouTube algorithm because they don't love inconsistency, which is what that is. This is a 4-color list from an event that I found randomly on MTG Goldfish. The idea is to splash black to basically play inevitable defeats because it's uncounterable. It makes them lose life and we gain life. And then there's not really any options in the side other than that to play black, but just the uncounterable part and any permanent and exiling is the main key difference. Other than that, it's just Jeskai control. If you like Jeskai control and you don't really want to craft these 4 rares, Jeskai control, honestly, a lot of times feels a lot smoother than this deck will, but this card can have a lot of upside to it. We're going to try to test that today. So let's go game.
Oh, I mean, that seems like a snap keep, right? Go Parlor and the Verge, have Helix up, Salt after, and a stock up later. Sure. And I'll take a counter spell because we have blue, and this is active on blue on the first side, so we're fine there. Against what seems to be skeletons. Like Orzhov skeletons with the 4-mana card that puts in a couple of things. So we'll make sure we can respond to what they play after because they can always commit a crime for this. Alright, no crime getting committed there. We kind of neutralized what we lost. I didn't play the Verge. I played the other land, so now I don't have my counterspell held up. Well, plan on holding it up next turn anyway, so might as well stock up here. A loss will be important, and I guess... We have a mountain and a plains, and I don't necessarily need... We'll just take that. I don't know why I didn't... I mean, I haven't played Magic in like a couple of days, so... Sequencing just random lands might not also be in the cards. Alright, well that's not the worst, actually. The reason that's not the worst, because that means we can answer one of these and not have to worry about it. Kind of queued into an Ultima here, so I feel like it's going to be taking quite a bit of damage. Or... That's fine with me. Do we want to Helix anything here, or do we just want to consult and then Ultima? I feel like it's just to consult here. I feel pretty safe that I'm not just dead next turn. Grab a Revelation because I can gain life. No more lies. Whatever, but I kind of need to guarantee hit lands. I want to grab Jeskai's Revelation. No more lies. They've also been missing lands, so it might just be worth to grab. Oh. It felt so too, apparently. Turn over. Get those scorpions out of here. They'll sting us. These will unlock. They will be a little bit of a problem. Oh, we get through that entire turn and nothing happens. That's huge. And we hit a land semi-naturally, I guess. Because obviously we consulted and stuff like that. I actually was thinking about it after the consult star chart. So we actually saw a lot of cards in that stock up in terms of lands. So I was a little bit nervous on that. Alright, well, we're finding every copy of No More Lies now. And being on 3 mana is going to be great. Just probably go get the 4 mana or another Corpse of the Lost. That would make sense to me. Can't imagine as much else. Could go grab a Duress, maybe. Look to pay for these back. Well, that's fine. No More Lies should just be good for a while. So let's just cast this and try to hit our land. Yes. We can kind of use this as our counterspell. Or put back in your hand spell, I guess. Not even a counter spell. We'll just walk him a couple of turns here. Actually, we have lethal here. 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah. Just like that. A control deck cast a 1 spell into 2 more spells and just chalked them lethal. Nice. Very cool. All right. The mana's okay because we can get red, white on and also have a blue light. Sure. Although I don't feel super confident about this. I want to go here and go red here. Oh, let's stagger a little bit differently. Having the demoralize up now would make more sense. Let's remove this. All right, the other revelation, probably not where we want to be. We want our red land down. Most likely would have let off the 2-drop, you would think. Sure. Have the protection spell. Pop it again. Plan enters tap, basically based on our entire mana base. So, oh, there we go. I think we have to pass on spell snare. Unfortunately, this land entering tap didn't allow us to activate this. Maybe I should have just taken one more turn with it. But I think so far we're doing fine. Let's shock this in just in case. Do you play another copy like spell snare, so it could matter? Our opponent going bar for bar with us though. For the card that can stop us, it's definitely that one. Don't know if they have another protection spell. Well, update. It can't stop us anymore. I don't think. Perfect. Might as well cast it here. Looking to draw a card. Sure. Take that out. And then it should be kind of over from here. We also do play the 4-mana card that just can't be countered, right? So the ward doesn't even matter that much. Now we have here. Pass, go. Just looking to revelation. Do what? Put it back in their hand? Nice. I should probably do it. I see them sticking around just to like see if they can get out of it. Maybe that's all I have. Sometimes you gotta call a control deck on that, but it's just not happening, Chief. Does outgrow our stuff. Sure. No. So you can do a little cool trick here. You can bounce this, deal 4 here. If you don't know why that creature died, it's because this was giving it +1/+1 for each enchantment they had. You saw it was at 7, but it actually wasn't that high once we took that enchantment off. At 16, it's possible we find a way to kill them here, especially with 2 stock ups and a helix. Helix plus the stock up is 9 damage overall because our creatures would have 3 plus the helix. They're realistically not able to find lethal this turn, but I mean, I don't know what they do to win. Well, a card I haven't seen in any of my matches, and that would explain why they're all super glued together. 1 mole, we keep and we bin. Red, white, the blue, white. It just has to be the Cory, I guess. I mean, our hand kind of sucks regardless of what we do here. Well, the board wipe will be good. Just whether or not we get to it in time. No way that works, right? I mean, a 1 mana gain 2 is not the worst thing I've seen. We go Verge, and then we have to play Verge, into Verge, into Verge. Now that may sound very confusing, but that's just what we got, Chief. Don't worry, none of my lands are available. But my counter spell is, and that's kind of all that matters right now. My second blue will not be open for the 3 steps ahead, unfortunately. All right, my second blue will be available for my 3 steps ahead, and 1 steam vents activates my entire mana base. Do I care about this? I don't think so. Oh my god, it's a healer's hawk. I don't think I care. I don't care. Sure. Sure. We just take this damage and then we Day of Judgment them. They were not able to come out of the gate quite fast enough, so we clear off everything. However, a threat here actually is really good. And that's a good threat to have. Spell Snare in hand. Alright, alright. We play Stevens tapped because our mana makes sense. Nice 2-drop. Forehead. Sure. Just have to get to this revelation. I mean, I guess Get Lost is also good. Might even be a draw here to get to the revelation because it just makes so much more sense. This is fun. Sure. I'd love to like a counter draw there. Let's go ahead and pop this just in case we don't hit the land for the revelation. Don't really want to give up my counter spell. Now they can kind of activate here and we can pop that anyway. Got plenty of blue to 3 steps ahead and do everything. Sure. Yeah. Sure. Well, that makes that pretty easy. And 4. Although gain some life here, which will put them well over, unfortunately, but that's okay. 3, 4. Just kind of kept this random card floating around. I just don't know what it is. Well, that's something we could do. We clear this creature out of the way. It does have a counter, so it is a 2/3. Maybe it wouldn't clear it out of the way. We just pass. The idea is to revelation, make them pick this up. Then everything kind of works in our favor from there. No More Lies does just counter this, which is nice. So we're probably looking to... It's so weird now because it just kind of doesn't matter what we do. They put that on the stack and then immediately hit me with your go. That's pretty awesome. Full block. Here. Unless the game glitched and just wasn't like telling me. Or not like glitch, but like there was just server delay. And they had put it on the stack for a while and it was just hesitating, but I feel like I responded immediately. But I can safely say, based on this attack and no respawn from our opponent, it's either that or our opponent is left the game. Okay, looks like they're about to time out after 3 timeouts. For whatever reason, well, thankfully it just made him concede, but for whatever reason why they were in combat, it took forever before their clock started. I swear it took less time for their timeouts to run out than it did for the clock to just start, it felt. But we take it. Very cool. Oh, man. We will keep. I'm on a crazy losing streak. It's not even that close. My opponent's mauled twice. I'll probably still lose. I just played somebody in their top 20 had 4 copies of Deceit and then 4 copies of Vero, which just is an auto loss. I don't know if you know that. Getting my hands discarded and then answering the thing and then just not being able to do anything about it means we lose. Sure. This opponent's coming out strong. Definitely have mulled the 5 playing that deck before and had good results. It's not necessarily bad. Play here just so we can get our 4-mana card available online. Holy curve that they have, though. Give them the first hiccup that they've had. Is it stock up here? Yes. Inevitable defeat. I need a red, so it has to be inevitable and verge here, right? Yeah. We also need a red for the helix and stuff like that. Oh, dude, I really thought it was about to be the 4-mana card, and I was like, dude, this is not real. It's just... Oh, what that lady on the plane said. My opponent's just not real. What do they target here? Could be the menace guy, yeah. Sure. I want to unlock that this turn. I don't know if it'll matter. Do this. We're at 1 card. If this can't be my turnaround win, I literally couldn't tell you what it could be. It's just not close other than that. I have 1 card in hand. Got their 1 card to pop without problem. I surveil land. Never mind, I'll just flood. It's fine. I spoke too soon. Now every land on the planet's coming to the top to fight me. Counter draw 2 here, smile. Oh, alright. Maybe we're fine. Maybe I'm crashing out too intensely here. I don't know. It's been bad, though. I'm on such a lost streak. Oops. Okay. Here and here. Sure. Sure. Going for most damage here. Would I pass? Yep. Yep. Bounce 4.
I don't know. I'm just attacking. I could do the math to see if it's lethal. I'm not doing it. Is that the nice thing to do? No. Do what I did though? Yeah. Okay. Oh man, what it's like to actually win. All right, we'll keep. Sure. Like mana, we like lands. Oh, is this a Badger Mole Cub deck? Don't worry about this shock. Thanks, Arena, for just blitzing past my turn. I guess I would like to pass to you, opponent. Leyline Weaver. Spell Snare is going to be just as good, but it's going to be just as good as I Helix's Landwar Elves here. Then they go for Badger Mole Cub and I Spell Snare. Also using something like a No More Lies when they show us blue mana might mean they have a Spell Snare of their own. No More Lies is obviously worse. The Palm Badger Mole Cub here, which is really nice. Oh, one turn of unanswered problems. Oh, I think so. I have enough card draw. Just these two. However, I don't think I lose to like land Cub here, though. So that's pretty good. Formidable Speaker being the play is pretty good for us. Because obviously they're going to get a good card, but this means they don't get Badger Mole Cub. I have to do something now. Badger Mole Cub me. Yeah, sure. Ultimate's pretty strong. So with Ultima, I feel like stock up's to move now. Just grab 2 lands here. My mana I tapped in a very porous way, so honestly, let's just go shields down. Let's let them run rampant. The reason why it's fine here is because I can't think of a way that they get to do everything. Yeah, I got nothing, bro. They might be afraid of a Spell Snare, but when that auto resolves, I think they're going to be a little upset if they didn't jam the Badger Mole Cub. Now we're in the same boat again. We just wait. We're trying to juice up this Ultima because remember with Badger Mole Cub, if they do it, it's just bad. Now my opponent's kind of in the fall behind category here. Things look like they're going to get too bad. We'll just start interacting. I just don't think they're going to. We play Ouroboros here. Go for a Mockingbird on 1. Sure. Please. This is everything we ever wanted. I don't know if you know how Ultima works with Earthbend. It doesn't. So 2 mana, 5 mana? Opponent's popping off. Pop off, King. Float some mana, but they can't keep going, so fine. Float 5. Definitely not enough. Kind of crazy how far they can get. We'll play your Ouroboros right now. We're about to get hit. Is it Cataclysm? Is that the card? Blow up everything? They won't get their lands back. They'll have no creatures in play. They're essentially going to turn 0. with significantly less cards in hand. This literally doesn't matter. I don't even know why I'm doing this. Jeez. Bad. Your turn. Like, they obviously had everything and anything that they would ever need next turn, but we kind of just let them with the Ultima, so cool. Nah. You keep that thing out of here. Hopefully, that means our opponent is Artifacts, because we have the best. Our opponent will automatically concede the video game card in our existence. Then you're like him Synthesizer. We're going to stall him for now, obviously. We're not guaranteed to hit anything good, so don't want to pretend like we're gonna. Gamma stock up, find lands. Let's take Surveillance. Let's just take 2 lands. Let's not mess around and do anything dumb here. My loss streak has been pretty high. I'm just trying to play like uber solid now. Playing a bit lax. Bit weak. My moves are weak. Gotta go for Surveillance here, I guess. Another land. I think I'll pass on another land for now, because if there's one more land in that pile, or if the next card's a land, I'm gonna be very happy. 2 to 1 on the bottom. It's about right. My opponent's missing mana. I think it's a good no more lies target. Okay, they did have a land. They kept this card on top last time. They leave it on top again. Also, we do need a red mana at some point. The worst part about playing 4 colors, you just like, with this many lands, we always would have red on if we're just playing a slower to the ground version. I could counter that, but I'm just not worried about that one. We only have one more no more lies left, and I think a card I want to jam is Consult the Star Charts here. Fish out information if I can. We'll work on... Okay, they just give up. Nothing to do. Pretty solid card. Hexproof does work, but Ward does not, so that keeps us pretty sane. All of our mana is fine. So we want blue, white available. So we have our no more lies. Or just like a get lost for this veteran on instep, maybe. Huh. Let us counter that. I'll just have another one. All right. Fair enough. Sure. We're in a little bit of trouble here. That's for sure. And what a way to get out of the trouble. You know what I'm saying? So they clearly have a protection spell of some kind. Sure. We will try to get lost to Scavenger, I guess. No, it doesn't feel necessarily the greatest. And if I lose to them having 2 protection spells, then I lose to them having 2 protection spells, right? Like... I feel like they only have 1 based on that. Well, they commit into the ward creature. They do. Alright. They either have it or they don't. Right? Alright, sweet. So that card is not a protection spell. I would assume it's a land. Pretty good. How many cards until you're huge? If it's 4 or more? Card on top good enough? It is good enough. Okay. They don't have haste, so we don't have to worry about that. Something like a shelter gets put on a stack, we react. We're just not going to have haste. I don't know what indestructible card they would have that would bother us here. It's 3. Well, thankfully, hopefully it doesn't matter. Hopefully I grabbed the right card. Ultima +3 here. I didn't even look. Thankfully, I have them right mana. I did not even look to see if I had 2-white. Although I only had a Quarry Mountain in there, so it's not like I could have taken otherwise. Spell Snare would have been sick. I have for that. Yeah. Oh, that was the tightest spot. I assume that's what they drew. Errol? We need a little bit of life. We didn't have a counterspell held up anyway. Oh. Going to 1's crazy, right? When we have counter draw. Get rid of this spell snare is doing nothing. I would draw the untap land. We'd love to have this online. Let's just return, I don't know, land and deal 4. Yeah. Lands, you are right. But for me at least, it's good. Unless their hand's just full of lands, obviously. That could be the case. But lands, am I right? Did you spawn them in? Like they summoned the lands to my hand. First part of this, I really don't have much other than this. Like, this is obviously really, really good here. Especially considering I can do all the moats. Oh, that's fine. We're obviously trying to counter a creature here. Okay. I feel like interacting with that just does me no good. Okay. Go ahead. No way, right? I was gonna say, there's no way I've had that few of cards. Okay. I could do this all day. I have it too. Oh my god. What a game, bro. Just... Spell Snare. We're not guaranteed to get value off the Spell Snare, so we'll just take it there. And that should do it, I would think. He put something else up. I just don't know what he put up. It said something about when nature calls. Sure, bro. Oh, man. Sure. I have a weird feeling that nothing here matters, but it could. Yep. Many protection spells can one own? Very likely they actually have another one, but we're going to try to bounce and then deal 4. If they protect it, we still deal 4. We still have a valid target. Then goes into our turn, in which we do this simply by inevitable defeating here. I'll take 3, and then we'll send in the lethal amount. All day we can do this, I suppose. Very cool.